I think we got to keep thinking about, the big picture. What can we do to empower as many of us as possible to live full and productive lives? My name is J.W. Smith, and I teach communication studies in the School of Communication Studies at Ohio University. I started the National Federation of the Blind of Southeast Ohio chapter here in 1994 and served as president for 14 years. I served on the Governor's Council, Ohio Governor's Council with people with disabilities from 1998 to 2001. One of the biggest honors for me was to be chosen like the National Blind Educator of the Year. It was a dream for me for years to even be considered for that award. Now serving as the vice chair of the State Rehabilitation Council, I get a chance to impact so many lives in that regard. But I'll tell you one thing that I really like, and that's buying coffee for people at my favorite coffee shop. I love to buy my coffee and then leave some money and say, hey, next man up. I started that a few years ago, and it just gives me such a thrill. I'll go sometime with somebody, we'll go to breakfast or dinner, and I'll say, look around. Is there anybody you feel that we could bless today? And I just love picking up that tab, What we need now, in my opinion, are more visibly active people who are differently abled. I'm not saying just go hire somebody because they're differently abled, but once we start giving people like me good jobs and visible jobs and meaningful positions, that's a step in the right direction, in my opinion. We gotta release what I call the limitations default. When you meet somebody who's differently able, immediately your default goes to limitations. Okay, what can't they do? What do we have to adapt for? What accommodation do we need? Let's release that default and let's start with, wow, what are the possibilities here? What do they bring to this department? What do they bring to this theater? What do they bring to this club, this house that we hadn't even thought about before because of their uniqueness? We have got to change our priorities. Things that impact the differently able can't be, well, if there's stuff left over, we'll use it. We got to change that thinking. And I'd say to you, why not start now?